Yo, what's up, everybody? How we doing today? This is the 47th episode of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. I'm Hazy Clutch. What's good, man? Bo, how we doing? Can I hear you guys? No.
Can hear us.
Yeah, there you go. My bad.
Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing?
What up, everybody?
How's everybody doing tonight?
Chill. It's gonna be.
Yo, I feel like I ain't talked to either of you since last week.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
What you been doing?
Busy. Work, all the usual shit, man. All the adulting shit.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
I've been building a computer for a buddy of mine. It's been like nothing short of a nightmare. And an old boss who was a really good mentor told me, no good deed goes unpunished. And that was a long time ago, and it still holds true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told this guy to build it for me. It's like literally everything that went wrong. That could have gone wrong or could have delayed it. It was just nothing shy of pure excitement. It's a nice build, though. It's a nice ass build.
Why you offering to build fucking computers if you don't want to do it?
Well, at the time, there was no custom water loop involved. He was just like, hey, I'm going to upgrade my graphics card and I want to get a new case. So it's kind of just swapping some shit and putting the graphics card in. That was the original idea. And I was like, yeah, do it for you, no problem.
One thing led to another, huh?
Yeah. He's like, I was thinking about getting this all-in-one. And I was like, dude, the case you got, you might as well do a water build. That was my fault. I said something. Shouldn't have said it.
Real quick, in description, thank you so much for the 6 months. Clutch, 300 biddies, man. Honest Open Prick, 15 months. Thank you, guys. I probably missed something.
Yeah, there was one up top.
Oh.
All love. You already know.
Mom who has spoken coming in. Papa Geek, thank you guys so much. Really, I appreciate you all. So, chat, what have you guys been up to this last week? I've had the busiest week. I haven't played games or nothing. It's just been just every day.
I feel that. So I was actually asking you, how's the job hunt? You did say you were looking for a job, right?
Yeah, I'm looking hard, bro. And all these places that are calling me back are life insurance places. They want me to take this course.
Bro, did you fucking? Where'd you put that shit out? I did that too. I filled out I applied somewhere. I did something, dude, and I got like life insurance like agencies calling me like left and right, and I'm like, yo, no.
Dude, it is really crazy how many places are calling me, and it for a second it made me feel special, and then I was like, yeah, the turnover rate's probably crazy, right? Like the turnover rate.
So, I actually had a life insurance license. I can give you some insight, but it's commission, but it's like residuals. But like, if you sell a life insurance policy, you get residuals on it. But if they cancel, like you don't get shit. So a lot of people will just sign up to shut you up, and they fucking like cancel it. So you never make any money. Like you got to do it for a long time before it like pays off.
I'm not trying to fuck with it. And this place is like,
yeah.
Well, we give you our clients, right? Like the clients come right to you. You don't have to go searching and fishing for clients. So that's the hard part, right? The hard part is finding the clients. But you don't have to do that. All you got to do is sit at your desk and we'll Zoom them right into your living room. So basically, this place just wants me to sit on Zoom all day and do interviews. Not interviews, but sell insurance to people, right?
So like pitch to these people and whatnot, and like make the sell.
Right.
Okay.
So and listen, I'm not thinking that I couldn't do it, right? I believe in my heart that I could do it, but I have a passion for this, right? I need some dumb, mindless shit that I can just do while I'm doing Discord. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really, for real, bro. I'm just trying to be honest. I got a baby on the way. I totally need the money. I need like for the retirement. I need it all, right? I need retirement. I need everything. And in order to do that, I don't care if it's a cheap, shitty job that doesn't pay well, as long as I can treat it like garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like it just has to check a few boxes. If it's
shitty job and you can treat it like a cheap, shitty job.
Right.
Then it
Then
works.
Yeah,
that's a win.
It'll work for now. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a win. I need a cheap, shitty job. Chat, thank you guys for the hype train. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome in all the first-time chatters. Welcome in, guys. Happy to have you all. We are just chatting it up. This is our 47th episode of the podcast. Anybody that's new, I definitely want to get I definitely want to do an episode on the process of the podcast again, right? Like just the whole thing.
Like the first, like kind of like the first episode was.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine how much better that'll be now.
Right, after
know,
after
right?
47 times of doing this,
Yeah,
right?
that one was a disaster. Like I wouldn't say it was a disaster.
It
but
is
was,
totally a fucking disaster. I've
different.
watched it back. I've watched it back. It's hard to watch. For me, I find it difficult to watch. Go check it out in the chat. Streamersparadise.com right there. You can find it. All the podcast episodes. It's the first one when you click on it. Rainbow, you're amazing too. Nacho Mama, Drywall Kyle, Mo's Music, Mr. Mills, Money Wave for Life. What's good, dude? Nacho Mama, thank you for the biddies. Papa, Pat Geek, Next Gen Friend.
I was actually talking to somebody today about we were talking about the podcast to the people that came in here the one day. They might be lurking, I don't know. But I say like they were like, "What do you guys talk about?" I was like, "Oh, we just kind of freestyle it." I was like, "We used to do this thing where we would try to like pick topics, and we just had too many awkward. There was like too many awkward transitions. It was like, all right, ding ding, time's done. Next."
Yeah, like we never
got
really.
super weird.
Yeah, we never really.
Weird we did that.
We never mastered the art of like topics with time limits, right?
Yeah,
Like we
always go off with it. Like sometimes
It was like 20 minutes.
for one conversation, the topic we talk about, we could go on for hours talking about a certain topic. You know.
So my thing is that if we did a more open forum podcast where we did it on the side, like, so we do it on the train, so that way we gain the exposure to the community. It's for the community, right? It's a community podcast, and we need the base audience to help get this into new eyes, right? Like that's why we do the train to begin with. It's so that way the exposure's there. So when we're doing podcast right now, if you look in the podcast section, we're probably one of the top 10, right? I would think. Tell me if you look in the talk show and podcast section. I would imagine.
Right now.
I would imagine that we are one of the top podcasts on Twitch, anyway. 15th.
I don't even see it.
Are they
15th.
robbing us?
Nah, we're the 15th. If
I think it depends on who you are.
if
Because
it's
I
a-
don't even see us.
is
in
it
the top
viewership?
15.
No, I got.
Oh,
Is
let
it-
me see.
is it
Let's see,
viewership?
let's see. How do I?
Is it viewership filtered?
No.
14th. So we're in the top 15 of podcasts on Twitch. So that means that anybody that's looking through the podcast channel potentially could click on ours and say, hey, what's going on in here? And potentially say what's up. But if we were doing this podcast without being on the train, I would hope that the community would show up. But I don't think that it would be 80, it wouldn't be 87 people. You know what I mean?
No.
For sure.
No more podcasts
No,
per week.
'cause-
One is hard enough.
For real.
More Yeah, for real. It's hard to. It's the time, man. It's hard for everybody to sit down and have the same time available. Not so much Hazy yet.
Yeah.
Clutch got another one on the way. So when the little ones get here, man, that's what makes the whole thing hard.
Yeah, it's the time.
If it was just me and my wife, I'd be whatever time you want.
So my thing that I was saying is that if we did a more open forum, we could talk for as long as we wanted about the subjects, right? Like the Joe Rogan podcast, the Impulsive podcast,
yeah.
right? These podcasts are just sit down, see what happens, right? However long it goes, if it's short, if it's long, whatever. Sometimes Joe Rogan, after 3-4 hours, he's like, all right, man, we gotta, because he's just chilling. You know what I'm saying? They're drinking, they're chilling. That's like being in the basement with your buddies. Like that's a sleepover.
Basically what it is, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a sleepover. And if we did this shit in person, where we fucking, we had a dab rig and drinks and shit, like it'd be way different. Say we had and that would be honestly the goal. We all live in a vicinity in which we could do this, right? At least an in person once a month, right? Like we could do it in person once a month for sure.
Yeah.
right? We would have to set up in a location.
I don't think we're really that far for you. Like
We're not. I see
like
Yanni.
an hour
I see
and a
Yanni.
half or something.
I see Yanni pretty frequently now, and he like halfway mark is only like 35, 40 minutes. You know what I mean?
But I think Yanni's
like
like
an hour
30 minutes from us. Yeah, I think it's gonna. I'm the same. I'm like another 15 minutes tacked on to whatever Clutch's time is. If that.
Yeah. I think Yanni's more up north for me.
It'll depend on the
But
drive.
even for that, even if it was an hour drive and we could meet up once a month, we could knock a good like 3-4 hours in content.
We
Right.
could actually break them into
Get it out
sections,
if we
too.
wanted to, like that would make it all worth it too.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. We do one a month where we spend a considerable like it's gonna take a day, right? We're gonna fucking drive to location. It's gonna have to set up wherever we're at, right? Unless we're doing it at somebody's house, or you know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I feel like we meet at a well, I don't know what it works. Can't meet at the Palisades Mall to do a podcast. That would be
Yeah,
crazy.
you gotta meet at either one of the 3 houses
Or like a firehouse,
or
some
like
shit.
somewhere that's like not even that, but somewhere that's like kind of set up for it. Right, because you can't just meet up at like a firehouse. Like
You could though,
like
because
in
they
your
have
local
enough
Starbucks and,
Wi-Fi to fucking go live and have one camera and a blue and one of those the blue fucking microphones. You know what I'm saying?
like not the Yeti, but the little snowball
Yeah,
one.
little blue snowball. Yeah, exactly. So it's
We
not.
could go like a hotel, right? Basically too, right?
Yeah, but that would probably be more expensive than just going to a firehouse. You know what I mean? At a firehouse,
okay.
you don't have to rent out the whole thing. You could literally, it's probably free. You know what I'm saying? You just ask them that you want to set up for an hour, a couple hours. Nah, you're right. Hotel room would probably be the best bet because it would be a one set price.
Yeah,
It'd
you
be
like
like
the sleazy motel. Get one of those sleazy motels. They'll let them think what they want.
Yeah,
to
but then it's like, what the fuck
are
are we doing?
Cameras going into the hotel room. It's fine.
What the fuck are we doing at that point? That's even more strange now that I think about it. Nah, we'd have to do it. We'd have to do it at a house, man.
Yeah.
We got to do it at a house. We're gonna have to set up in a house, and we're gonna have to use one of our setups. We're just gonna have to, move it around. That's gonna have to be what it is. So
Basically, yeah.
once a month, we need to start picking that up. We need to plan that, to do an in-person podcast once a month, so that way we can do an extended thing, right? And it's not even we don't even have to broadcast it live. We can record it.
No, we just record it.
Yeah. And then
Right, and
edit it afterwards.
Yep, we put it on
What'd be
YouTube.
cool? What'd be cool is like we all have like a significant other and kids. It's like we'll make a whole day play date out of it.
Yeah,
Really.
for real.
Watching where we go, we
That's
bring the
cool.
kids,
Oh yeah.
bring the kids, the wives, and just
You know
chill.
what? You know what'll be definitely something that we'll have to do eventually. I don't know about this summer because we're gonna be brand new, baby, right? Because I don't plan on this. I don't plan on this stopping, right? So it's like in a year from now, right? Next summer, because this doesn't have any sight in my mind of stopping. We've been doing this for 2 years now. Why would we stop it? So next year, right? It's like we can have a fucking big ass thing, right? Splice is around in our area. He could come. Yanni could come.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in our area. Like in the
we
Jersey
should
area.
genuinely like have a wild ass thing, like not this coming year that we're in, but the next year once we're settled.
Yeah, we could actually do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're getting,
Or, like,
you're
just
having a
go.
baby too. You're gonna need to chill.
We
you know
need
what
some
I mean?
time off here.
Yeah, pretty much. guess
But yeah, we should do some like a park. Like we're
Not
getting
even
like
a
little
park, bro. We
permit-
can do it at my house.
We do that.
Yeah, that too.
Nah, because we would need to do it someplace where we could film and like have all the shit and you know what I mean. Like best case scenario, all we would need is everybody to bring their USB camera. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Like a bunch
to
of dongles just chilling.
just to get different angles. You know what I mean?
And the mics too, and our microphones, and they were
Yeah,
good.
a couple different microphones so that way it could be in different places.
Splice and I got some GoPros.
Right. Then you got that stuff, and then we can really take some time to put together a nice, like podcast
Like
meet
a
up
vlog. Like a vlog
style thing. Yeah.
video.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
And then you could even put
Fuck
some
with
stuff
that.
in the middle where it's like you actually sit down and have like a bunch of us just talking like
Like a podcast episode almost,
Yeah.
so to say.
yeah,
Or
but
like
you
the-
can vlog with it as well. You know,
Yeah.
like do both.
That'd be good.
But that's the future. I'm excited to do stuff like that, man. I can't wait to have this little girl just hanging on me, right? I can't wait to be daddy. She's already acting jealous. She's like, "You're gonna have this little girl friggin' daddy, daddy," and I'm just gonna be fucking mommy over here.
There's gonna be times too that, like in certain situations, you're gonna choose one or the other, and she's gonna go with you, and then she's gonna be upset at that point because Brittany's like that with me. The same way, likewise with Lucas, you know.
What do you mean?
Like so, basically, at points where like
Is he a
like
mama's
argument
boy?
had-
Daddy. I want
And then
mom.
he's like, no, I want daddy or I want mommy at some point. Like, he'll choose who he wants to go with, and he's got to eat it up at that one moment. You know, like it's like fuck.
What's gonna happen is she's gonna look at me and giggle, and when she goes with her, she's just gonna look at me like, just like she does with the dogs now, right? The dogs, yo, the dogs
Like,
are
we'll go lay with
terrible.
her instead of you?
Yeah, dude, it's bad. I hate it.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Not this year, next year. That's what I mean. Not this year coming up, but this following year. Right? I don't plan on having another one, that's for sure. Not this soon.
Not
We
yet.
gotta test the waters, man. We gotta
Not
see
even-
how we do with the one. You know, like we gotta make sure this one will live first. You know what I mean?
Guys, make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I have my oldest son. So it's like my wife's stepson, right? And we have two boys together. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna try for a third?" Like they're asking her, and she's like, "Well, I don't know." And I was like, "Well, no. Like, do you see my track record? Like, I would love to have a girl, but like, the odds are not in my favor, and I do not and cannot afford another kid."
Yeah. Yeah, we're 3.5 months out. 3.5
Jeez.
months out.
We're 5 months out.
Get your sleep now.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not sleeping anyway. I don't sleep well. It's so bad, man. I wish I could sleep better than I do, but I just don't sleep good.
But I might help out with you then, because you're not gonna be able to sleep. Every 3 hours is up, yo. Every 3 hours on the dot. At least that was my first.
Yeah, I
Depends,
mean,
when
I
you get
can
lucky. Sometimes they sleep right through too.
I can imagine that that being tired is something that, like, that kind of tired is definitely something I might not have experienced, but people forget I've been a drug addict in my time. I've gone weeks without sleep. I've stayed awake until I hallucinated.
Seriously. Oh, man.
I'm half exaggerating, but I don't actually sleep well.
Only him.
I'm
So basically, I just stayed up, but I didn't see anything.
no, I definitely saw shadow people. See, look, they're talking about it. I've done it. That was crazy. Kyle saying shadow people. Yeah, no, the shadow people are legit. You swear to God, you don't actually see them. It is a shadow type of effect. It's fucking crazy.
It's kind of I have seen it. It's like you think they're there, like somebody just passed
Dude,
you. Like,
people on the roof across the fucking, like, people on the roof looking at you from far away. That shit is no joke, bro. My point is that I've been incredibly tired. And I don't sleep really that much at all. I sleep like a couple hours at a time. So I think that I'll be able to adjust. I'm not saying I'm going to be okay, but I'm saying I think I'll be able to deal, because that's how I
Well, if you
sleep
sleep-
now.
Just say if you do a couple hours at a time, just make sure it's the same couple hours at a time the kid's doing.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, that was like definitely one of the things that we did. Is like when the kid sleeps, like we sleep.
Yeah. I definitely want to get into. I want to do anything that I could possibly can to make it as easy, right? Why wouldn't I?
No, I want to make it as easy as you can.
Yo, so what is going on in the fucking world today, man? This, I don't want to get political, right? I don't want to talk politics. But this fucking presidential election that's coming up is going to be crazy, right? It is going to be crazy. I just don't even know what to expect. It's
It's a
fucking
joke.
nuts.
It's a joke.
It's gonna be crazy, dude. I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, it's gonna be in no time.
Who's
know what I
running?
mean?
Do you know? I don't know who's running. So you know who's
Well,
running?
so far, Biden would be running for
Biden's
his
good.
second term.
Exactly.
Trump is running. And I think Kanye West said he was gonna run. So my point is that
That's a good idea.
my point is that this is like a literal like what do you even could you imagine these motherfuckers up there debating?
I feel like
this
feel
is
like
gonna be
real
gold
life-
TV, man.
I feel like real life is becoming a reality TV show.
Dude, it is gonna be nuts.
It's like all
I don't want to get into the politics, but dude, I can't believe that this is real life. Exactly. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Bro,
See.
imagine that not a soul voted. Like maybe just nobody voted. Maybe that would send a message.
Yo, did you guys see? Did you guys see that Tommy Fury hasn't shown up to the fucking press conference? That like one of these mandated press conferences. He hasn't been showing up to him to help promote the
No.
fight.
No,
No, I haven't been following it. I'm just waiting for the fight. Oh,
I haven't heard it either.
I want to watch the fight. He just had a baby.
I know
Yes,
that.
he did, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you don't do your promotion.
So what does that mean for him? Because you said it was mandated.
Well, it doesn't mean anything. They're saying like
Oh.
there's talk about how he should cancel the fight now because. All right, Mike. Thanks, brother. Nebraska is talking about recreational weed being passed. Nice. He's stubborn. He's a pikey. Strong beliefs. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because if he doesn't show up, I'm gonna be pissed. I really want to see this fight. Did we talk? We talked about this last week.
We did talk about how the fight's coming up. I'm more like I guess like in my opinion, what he could be doing is that maybe he's not trying to entertain him, you know, because you know these type of interviews and promotions, Jake's just gonna try to troll him and provoke him to like start shouting, you know, for the clips and whatnot. Maybe he doesn't want to entertain him. Maybe he just want to go in there and just fuck him up and dip out.
So
Hopefully.
there's a internet sports blog called mirror.co.uk. You ever seen those boxing highlights? So I guess Chael Sonnen was encouraging him to drop the fight, saying that like you need to do it now and save the fight because he's not going to show up. He's not going to show up, so just save the fight and promote it with somebody else. It's going to happen February 26th, Sunday, February 26th.
2 weeks.
Hope so. Hope so.
So one thing that I didn't know about Tommy Fury's record, right? Tommy Fury's 23. He's got 8 wins, right? 0 losses, 4 knockouts. Jake's got 6 wins, 0 losses, 4 knockouts, right? What I didn't know was the caliber of fighter that Tommy has fought in his professional career. So Tommy Fury's combined 8 opponents have over 100 losses, like 100 and something, 170, like closer to 200 losses combined. All of those 8 fighters. And they have like under 10 wins, some shit like that. So all of the fighters that he's fought have 1 or 2 wins and, you know, 14 or 15 losses.
15 losses.
14, 15 losses. So those are what they call journeymen, right? Those are guys that get paid to box and they don't care if they win or lose. You know what I mean? They're just in there and they do what they do. They like to box and they're not the best of guys. And apparently it is well known in the sport of boxing that, you know, even the better fighters that are coming up, like this kid's got some skill, they pad their records, right? They pick and choose the fights. These guys are not the best of guys, right? And then eventually what happens is you'll see 2 guys fighting, they're undefeated. A lot of guys, right? When you see him, when you finally see, oh, who is this guy? He's 27-0, right? And who the hell is this guy? He's 32-0. right? And it's like they're gonna fight, and
They've never fought anybody worth fighting.
you don't even know who the fuck they are, right? But now it's like they
Yeah.
got a title shot, right? They got to beat one of these guys. Whoever wins is gonna fight for the shot at the title. Not even fight for the title, fight for a shot at the title. You know, like that's the way these things go. So Tommy Fury's whole boxing career has been padded based on the stats that I've seen, right? Jake, on the other hand, has fought washed up MMA fighters past their prime.
What's worse? Which is worse?
I don't know, but here's the other thing. Jake Paul was not an amateur boxer in the normal capacity, right? A lot of amateur boxers have over 100 fights, right? 100 fights. These amateur boxers go 125-2, right? Like a lot of them. Let's look up some amateur boxing records. Amateur boxing records. There have been various amateur records accredited to Muhammad Ali. So Muhammad Ali was 105 in the amateurs.
105 fights
Wow.
or 105 losses?
Huh?
105 fights?
105 wins.
Okay.
No, 100 wins, 5 losses. So 105 5 fights total. Right? So let's see.
Sheesh.
Tommy Fury. Amateur boxing record. What is that noise? Is that you hitting your mic? That scared the shit out of me just now. I swear to God, I was like,
Yeah, I tried to move it.
I thought it was in my ear, dude. I thought someone was about to tap me. It's fucking scared the shit out of me. So I don't know what his amateur boxing record is, because the combined record of his 7. Oh, okay. So the combined record of his 7 opponents is 16 wins, 215 losses.
Wow, really?
With
Yeah.
7 opponents? That's like
8.
Jesus Christ, 8.
Eight.
That's a lot of losses. A lot of losses.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is. That's exactly his record. The record. But here's my issue. I can't find his amateur boxing record now. But I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Boxing as a pro. Where's his amateur bouts? Yeah, I can't. Boxing record amateurs. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. I wonder why.
Because they don't want you to know.
Yeah, they hiding it. They hiding it.
Oh, wait. I think I found it.
I just hope the fight goes down. It better
Oh,
go
so
down.
there-
Like, right for-
Yeah, boxing record doesn't have it. Tommy Gunn, he said, yo, what up, Caboose? I'm excited for this fight, though. I really am. I want to see what happens. I don't know really what's going to happen. In my mind, I have no clue. Royce Gracie. Royce Gracie, I actually watched UFC 1 today. That was an interesting thing, fighting. But when it comes to the fight, really, do any of you guys want to put a friendly... what do you do? Me and my wife do get-ups. Like, you got to get up and go do something for me. Like, that's what we bet, right? Who wants to throw some get-ups? I don't know how they work on the internet, but
What can we do to?
I'm gonna
You
say
got a
Tommy
mod for
Fury
me.
rocks him.
You got a mod for me and run 3 polls on my next stream.
All right, pick your thing. I'll be right back.
I don't even know. Only thing I really can think of is like, you know, some spicy stuff. But I know Hazy don't like it.
we're gonna bet on the winner of this fight.
Mm-hmm.
the winner of this fight. I know who I want to win. I can tell you who's actually going to win. Who I want to win is just because I don't like the other one. Like, I don't like Jake Paul. I just don't like him.
It's like the same
I
way
never
with
like.
me.
I never liked the loudmouth. Like, I just don't like them. Except for McGregor, because he can actually back that shit up.
Yeah, until he started losing. Fucked it up for himself. He still be
What's
talking
that?
shit, though. Give respect.
You know, yeah, it's the Irish. That's the Irish. You know.
I don't know who. I mean, because, like, you know, another one that just talks shit a lot, too, is Floyd Mayweather. But he was
but like,
underrated, you know?
I don't know, and like, so he pisses me off a lot too, because it was like he would talk shit, but like, again, I don't think he's obviously won, right, and he's good. That's not the point, but like the whole Pacquiao thing, like he kept putting the fight off.
Yeah,
Pacquiao's already like an older, but he's like already an older dude, like.
Yeah, they should have
Fight
fight
him.
both each other in their prime.
Like years before that.
Yeah, in their primes would have been such a perfect fight.
That'd have been a really good fight. When like they first started talking shit, not waiting like 10 years to do it.
Yeah, no. I mean, not even comparing like Jake to him, but Jake is a good fighter, man. But I can't wait to see who's really gonna come out on top, you know? Because if Jake does win, the shit talking is gonna get worse.
Oh,
it really is.
He'll turn into McGregor.
But like 1,000 times worse, because like him, it's already known to fucking get viral on TikTok and all these fucking clips, you know. So it's gonna just get worse. To the sports business, you're gonna see it on a Sports Center or whatnot. Like, yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous if he does win.
Yeah, no, it'll be bad.
The thing is that they got to figure out a way that people can't steal these events. You know what I mean? How do you do that?
No, you're talking about the pirating them?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about this last time. Yeah, bro, you can't. You can't. Where there's a will, there's a way. Bro, I could really, technically, I could pay for the pay-per-view and I could come on Twitch and broadcast it. Easy.
Well, Twitch might shut you down quick, but I get your
We'll
point.
see. I mean, there's like other sites that do it. And I know stuff has, they have like anti-hooking stuff, but there's always a way around it. There's a way around everything. When it comes to like technology, dude, there's always an exploit. You just got to find it.
So I guess he's
that's gonna be
responded.
tough.
He'll be disowned by his family. I don't really believe that. I think that's to sell the fight. So that's the problem. This fight is not going to sell a million pay-per-views. Right? Like Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather sold 4 point something million pay-per-view buys? Like how the hell?
Well, you got to think about it. There are like every sports bar in the fucking country is gonna buy that shit. Every sports bar.
That too.
No,
So
but
how many sports bars are there? That's like.
But you're missing the point, though, right? I mean, the second Tyrone Woodley fight with him only did like 50,000 pay-per-view buys. Even the one that he just did with Anderson Silva only did 250. You know how little that is? That's not a lot, man. Showtime dropped him. Showtime dropped him. They're not even doing it in Showtime.
Like, you're talking Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor selling 4.4. Look at the names you're talking. These guys, bro, we only know who Jake Paul is really. Like, we know because we're gamers and shit, right? Like, I'm sure most people out there don't really know who the fuck Jake Paul is. You know, like, he's not a boxer.
Has been boxing overall has been a dying business if you think about it as well. Like what poppin' fights as lately.
But the thing is that I'm
like
excited to watch it. We're all excited to watch it, but we're all not willing to come out of pocket right now. The fucking market is crazy, right?
Yeah,
like I'm looking forward
true.
to it. I am looking forward to this fight, genuinely. But I'm not paying you. I'm sorry, I'm saying it right on Twitch. I ain't fucking paying you shit to watch that fight.
No, dude,
If I can't find it somewhere, I'll watch it the next day on YouTube or 10 minutes after it's over on YouTube. Because that's really what it is. I'll watch it 10 minutes after it's over.
I go on Twitter too, bro. Like as it's happening, I just watch it day by day. Comments,
as it's happening.
Recent videos, like that's basically what you could do.
They're literally posting it as it's happening. Clips, 30, 40-second clips and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, he just got knocked.
Yeah,
you know,
all that big hit. It's like, oh,
and And maybe that's what's made how they're losing their money, because social media, in a way, people would just go straight there instead of having to pay $60 for a fucking pay-per-view, you know?
See, this is probably part of the problem. Honest Prick, he said the last 2 years, this fight is the biggest, hands down. I think that's part of the problem. The biggest fight in the past 2 years is people that nobody really knows.
Fight? Yeah, it's like stupid.
Because boxing,
no
I think
great
boxing
name.
itself isn't like the UFC is where it's at. The mixed martial arts is where it's at right now.
Well, the thing is that there's
People respect
currently
that more.
there's currently only a handful. Like for instance, right? We got now. When the fuck is this fight? Because this is soon, actually. So before we move off of the topic of Tommy and Jake Paul, real quick, and we're still stay on fighting, right? But before we get rid of them totally. So apparently he did respond to the fact that he was going to be pulling out of the fight. He said, and I quote, "One man flying all over the globe, trying to get into the glitz and glamour press conferences, whatever else, and one man's in the gym training to annihilate the other." So I think the proof is in the pudding. You can see who the professional athlete is. I'm not interested in press conferences. I'm interested in completing my camp, which has been the best camp of my career, and I'm ready to KO this man and get him out of the sport.
Exactly what I just said. My man is on a mission.
Okay.
And I hope he comes through, because if he don't come through, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad.
Okay, so Ryan, wait a second. I thought this was actually together. I thought that this fight was actually happening. It's not. I thought Gervonta Davis and so that's what I was gonna say. Gervonta Davis sells pay-per-views, right? Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is a fighter, and he's exciting. You know who he is?
Yeah. I heard of him. Who's gonna fight? Broner?
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia. Okay. He beat Danny too, right? Danny Garcia. Didn't they fight?
He's beaten everybody he's fought. He's been a pro since he was 18 in 2013. He's undefeated. They call him Tank.
Mm-hmm.
But Hector Luis Garcia. Oh, Hector Garcia is who is next.
Nah, I never heard of him. I heard of Gervonta Davis for sure.
Or did he already beat him? Yeah, he beat him. Davis clipped Garcia in round 8. Yeah. So Tank, this was when? I don't know when this was. This was this was last month. All right. So he's 28-0 as a professional with 26 knockouts. So he's a little more than halfway to Floyd, and he's like what? 94? How old are you? If you're born in 94? 28.
28.
28?
Yeah, because I'm 29. I'm 93.
Oh my God, I'm getting so fucking old.
I was like, fuck, I can't do this math. I can tell you if you're born in the 80s, roughly where you're at.
Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I kind of want to know who he's. I felt like I saw who was about to.
So what is
Fight
Gervonta Davis's next fight? So they're saying that he's gonna fight in April potentially.
Yeah, that's like Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, so that's De La Hoya's like prodigy right there, right? He's the golden boy guy, and then Mayweather is Gervonta Davis. So they used to have a rival back in the day, and that's pretty good for the sport. So I don't really know. I mean, I only know a handful. Like, who else do I know? I know Tyson Fury, obviously, heavyweight champion of the world. You know, Anthony Joshua. What's the other one that Tyson Fury just whooped?
So bad.
Fury Wilder, Deontay Wilder.
I know Canelo.
Canelo Alvarez.
I know Cotto.
Miguel Cotto.
I only know Spanish people, to be honest.
That's fucking racist.
De La Hoya. Those are the fights I was always entertained in.
There's not a lot of fights going on right now that are.
Those are even like Cotto in there. There's like name a new person that is killing it in boxing right now, other than who just Hazey just named. You know.
Yeah. I don't
So
know.
even Gervonta Davis is only selling 225,000 pay-per-views. That's nuts. So and he's on Showtime. So I wonder why they dropped Jake.
It's just a loudmouth motherfucker.
Yeah, they probably don't respect the type of content on Showtime.
I wonder
They've
how-
always been the respectful,
They might not
traditional
feel
way.
that he might not take fighting serious because of half of his, whatever, what he does.
I can't believe that. 'Cause,
Fighting,
like, he won all his
maybe,
fights, like he's selling the tickets.
maybe they just don't care for the image he portrays.
That's what I'm thinking more like.
Javante Tank
Yeah,
Davis
or what
is
Yanni
5.
said, maybe it's not even
Yeah.
on Showtime. Maybe Showtime didn't drop him necessarily, but
No, they did drop him.
maybe. No, but I'm saying maybe Jake Paul wanted too much money, or somebody wanted too much money, and the other party said no.
I mean, you would think that it would be that simple, but I doubt it is. I mean, we'll see.
I don't know. There's
Boxing is
Yeah.
boxing is exciting. I like UFC way better, obviously, and WWE and AEW. There's all kinds of shit going on in that right now.
They really are. Yep.
They brought
And
WWE was like
It's like for sale, kind of, or
no.
something.
I thought I heard somebody bought it. I forget who I had heard bought it because they brought Vince McMahon is now back as like a CEO. Stephanie announced it, and I don't watch this shit. I just happened to catch some articles. But like Stephanie stepped out of any type of fighting, and now is like a COO or some like they all have like chair positions in the company. I think Triple H too. Like I don't know if he was still doing any fighting because he was fighting when I was a kid, but or acting, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I heard like somebody bought it, and these people like they brought Vince McMahon back in to help.
Yeah,
run
so
it.
I don't know why. I don't know why they would sell it. It doesn't even make any sense. You know what I mean? And how the fuck do you sell a public company? You know what I mean? It's a publicly traded company.
I have no idea. Just beyond my
The WWE's
scope of
the WWE is still like
of,
$100 something stock. Like that shit is a fucking wealthy ass business. It is no joke.
So I follow this channel that I usually like watch all the info and whatnot, and they call it Wrestle Talk because they could get like a UK. They did this YouTube channel. They tell you like every episode, week basis. I haven't been up to date lately, but I'm seeing what you guys are talking about now. I think Vince tried to come back
Just to
take
help
over.
facilitate the deal, though. He stands to make $2.8 billion if it's sold, and apparently his wife is set to make $50 million.
Damn, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, with WWE estimated to be sold for around $8 billion, Vince McMahon could stand to make a healthy return of roughly $2.5 billion if the company is sold, while his wife, who has served various roles within WWE, both on and off screen over the years, could pocket $50.3 million. So, including Disney, ESPN, Netflix, the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, and Comcast.
oh, that's what I heard. Thought it was
Saudi Arabia buying it.
So yeah,
I'm seeing the title of the videos.
So what they're talking about doing, right? From what I've heard, is that the Saudis were gonna take it private, and then like keep Vince and the family running it, right? Like that would be like having that family and the whole WWE is like your little toy. Like, oh wait, I don't really like that storyline. Fix it. You know, they're apparently totally infatuated with wrestling over there. Like they pay big fucking money to have the crown jewel and shit. Because Vince was one of the first people to do those kinds of things with the Saudis. Vince is a G, bro.
Yeah, man. I remember like when it was back in the day watching it. Obviously, like about 2 back in the day.
So AEW right now is like the old school WCW. That shit is gritty, man.
Yeah.
That shit is gritty.
DCW, all that shit. They really go to like that
They keep it real and fake at the same time, right? Like they use so basically I was just looking at it here. The champion on AEW got a bunch of friggin' he made some kind of threat that people actually called the cops. They thought they didn't know if he was breaking character on screen. and saying shit that he shouldn't have been saying. But I guess it was all an act. But like over 300 people called the police.
Kenny Omega, really?
It wasn't Kenny Omega, was it? FJ, what is his name?
Oh, the other guy.
The guy with
I
the
know you're
Burberry
talking about.
scarf. What's his name?
He's fucking great on the fucking mic. MJF, there you go.
MJF,
Derek
yeah.
Austin.
So they
Yo.
they said that 300 fucking people called.
Called from their house. Like,
yes,
hey,
like from their
TV.
house. Like, yo, I'm watching wrestling, and like I know the shit's supposed to be fake, but like I don't think he was kidding. Like he just said some shit that's like, yeah, I don't think that this is. Yeah, it's like super controversial.
I'm actually gonna watch what he says. This guy's about to be in the next fucking some movies.
But he's so amazing on the mic. Like if you're a good like wrestling fan, you get invested into like obviously everything is scripted to that extent, you know? It's just that how you execute it is how it's you make yourself a great wrestler. And he's just such a great shit talker, man.
That's how half these guys become movie stars or TV stars. Right? Because they're good actors.
The Rock on the fucking mic was fucking amazing. He was a comedian with the shit.
Wait, how many movies? Stone Cold was like a redneck, bro, but he's a decent actor. He's in a couple movies.
So yeah, so there's a bunch of the thing is that being a wrestler is acting.
That's what I'm saying. It's all acting.
Yeah, you're acting already. All those promos and everything, you've got it down. You know how to.
With no stuntman.
Yeah. It's exactly right. With no stuntman.
Stunts too. Yeah.
So I'm looking at it. It says in the aftermath of MJF's controversial promo on AEW Dynamite, several reports suggested that the Nassau Police Department got flooded with over 300 phone calls and had to investigate the veracity of the story narrated by the AEW World Champion. That's crazy.
That's fucking wild.
How long ago was this? Was this recent?
Yeah, just today. Yesterday.
He's the current champion? Oh my, I'm so off in wrestling.
Bro, when I see stuff,
I'm so off.
When I saw him talking in that thing, he was like, yeah, you're just going to bring more of these fucking failed WWE wrestlers over here and pay them. Like, just the way that they talk, it sounds like the old WCW stuff. Right? And I'm actually into it. I really am. I can't lie. I'm into it.
AEW is good, man. They really is. And they got good wrestlers, to be honest.
Vince bought WCW. Like that was WCW became part of WWE, and they kind of made SmackDown, and then SmackDown's gone, and it's all WWE now. Is that what happened?
I mean, AEW you could say is the new competition of WWE. Okay. You know, like it's basically they have other ones like in New Japan and they have TNA, but they never went to that extent. They did it smart because they got invested with Tony Khan. He's part of the Panthers, so he has fucking money to be able to put everybody on, hire these old WWE wrestlers, and make it that legit natural style of wrestling. And that's why he's been killing it. You know,
they gave when you have billions of actual capital, right? Like not credit or cash or nothing, but like. If all your bills are paid and you got billions in the bank, like billions, you can give 300-400 million out if you want to take a little gamble if you want. You know what I mean? Like you're obviously recouping back hundreds of millions of dollars fairly quickly. You know?
Yeah, should it not work out, it's a big write-off. And I mean,
oh yeah.
A lot of us, when you're dealing with that kind of money, you kind of like, all right, man, if this don't work out,
if you don't,
at least I got a write-off.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll take this gamble because I'll turn it into a write-off.
I can't believe it. I'm looking at the news. Supposedly, Stephanie McMahon resigned after Vince McMahon took over because Triple H he was the top guy because Vince McMahon had stepped down for some reason. Yeah. They're saying he came back. He got sued for his hostile takeover. They're saying he was jealous of Triple H.
That's just part of the story, right?
Pay millions. I mean, I'm looking at titles of videos where they go into more details, but that's basically what each video's main topic is, you know?
That's
he's saying he's stepping down after the sale. You guys gotta watch. These are legit people. They know they have.
Stephanie, there was I read like a tweet from Stephanie. She literally said she was going, like, she's gonna miss her fans, but she's gonna take a step back from the on-screen stuff to take a more executive role.
That was my last.
Supposedly, like from her.
I'm telling you, this is a legit video.
But you can legitimately fake anything. Bro, you seen the videos with the AIs, bro? You can fake anything. I don't
Oh
believe
my
shit.
god, dude! I saw some shit the other day where fucking Elon Musk was saying something about robots fucking something, or like it was just some dumb shit, and it wasn't real. It was just like a AI thing making him look
Bro,
like
I'm
he was
telling you,
talking.
there's a problem. It's like you don't even know what you could believe anymore. Like what you see with your own two eyes might not be real.
No, what I'm watching though is a YouTube channel that covers WWE and AEW on a weekly basis, on a daily basis actually, because they upload videos on a daily basis on the latest news. Because they follow all these sources and have multiple sources and shit, legitimate channels and shit, you know. But yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy how it all goes down.
It's a well scripted. Hey, when I was young, man, I love that shit. Oh, is MJF?
Me too.
No. It reminds me of the Miz for some reason.
Yeah, he does look like the Miz.
He looks like him, but
I don't really know the Miz because I
Wait a
don't watch it. Like, dude, last time I watched wrestling was a brief moment, and I think John Cena was like a champ, and then before that, it was
Yeah,
just
right.
fucking Stone Cold or The Rock or Undertaker, or you're like, that's when I watch wrestling. So those are the people I watch. I know of like The Miz and John Cena and shit like that because of my son's age. Like he watched wrestling for a little while, and like that's how I know who they are. But
Dude, there's still John Cena's still going.
he still wrestles. I
Yes.
just thought he was doing movies.
Yeah,
now.
he
Jesus
pops
Christ.
in there every now and then, but yeah, he still wrestles.
I have seen like, bro. Oh, I actually seen Ronda Rousey. I guess she found her calling for. She kept losing UFC fights. Maybe she should figure.
She's done with wrestling. She's
Yeah,
done.
this
She
shit's
did?
done.
She's
now.
been done for like a hot minute already. She did a contract.
because-
She did a year out.
That's it.
Yeah, she did a year and was out, right? Maybe two.
She did like a year and they changed, but she got mad because they stripped her of the title, and I think that's when she backed out. They gave it to
Okay.
Becky Lynch.
Because I seen her on there like years ago with The Rock.
There's a lot of shady business too. Like
Stephanie was, yeah, I'm sure.
WWE, like people like get upset when they lose their titles and they don't like the storyline they're in, because it makes them look stupid in that certain way. That's why so many people left WWE to go to AEW. You know?
Yeah, because I mean it's like a soap opera,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Like the story's written and you're just the part. Sometimes your character dies and you're like, oh, okay, so am I fired? Like, how does that work? So yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that as if they have no say in their story or their character, other than like their character's attributes, but they have no say in like what happens to them. Yeah, that would probably get really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably get paid a lot of money, so I don't know.
I guess that's what the benefit of WWE, but that's also the other benefit to AEW, because they work more collectively with the wrestler, so they'll let the wrestler kind of pitch into like what is going to be with the storyline, you know, like how they want the character portrayed and shit like that. That's why so many people, I think, transitioned over there, you know.
Yeah, there's something to say about like stress, right? Like I'll take less money for less stress.
Exactly. But it's doing good. AEW is, like I said, the best competition right now. I think they bought the Japan company.
AEW bought
I'm not
the TNA
mistaken. The way I have TNA, that's One USA, but they have this other one which is New Japan Wrestling, which is where a lot of wrestlers like originally kind of came from too. Like Kenny Omega was actually from over there, which was one of the, I think, old champs in the AEW. That's where Chris Jericho went after WWE.
Okay, I remember Jericho.
Thank you for the
The
follow.
walls of Jericho.
Misfit Magnet TV. Appreciate that. Misfit
Hey, real quick.
Magnet TTV.
Y'all watching the Super Bowl this Sunday? Y'all watching it?
No, don't give a fuck.
No. Not even for the Rihanna performance.
Don't give a fuck. Yo, I don't, because Rihanna don't give a fuck about my stream, bro. Fuck her.
She ain't coming.
She don't give a
drop no
fuck to the
videos.
podcast, bro. She don't show up.
I respect that.
So I'm gonna watch the Bulls, most of it.
I'm gonna watch the
Probably, but not all of
commercials.
it.
We're gonna play it in the server, so of course I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it.
I'm playing.
So I actually have to wake up at like
Tuned in.
3:30 in the morning or so on Monday, so I ain't gonna be up too late.
But it starts
Yeah,
at like
remember, I'm
6:30.
not gonna be here Wednesday.
I might finish like 10 though. So yeah.
I will miss the podcast on Wednesday.
You're gonna miss this Wednesday's podcast.
Yeah, I'll be in California for work.
All right, I forgot about
Oh
that.
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I can't bring my
Cali,
computer.
Cali.
I wonder if I can. Maybe I'll test it out tomorrow.
See if you can bring your
To be
computer
quite
and
honest,
do it.
I can't get on. I know I won't be able to download Discord, but I wonder if I can get on the Discord. If I can log on to Discord through the website.
You
Like the
should.
web browser.
Why couldn't you
I was
just
about to
do?
say that.
Why couldn't you just use your phone?
I could.
But you don't have a laptop too? You bring it with you, or
I mean, you
I have
don't.
my work laptop, but it's like locked down to like.
to like certain sites?
I
You
don't
have
have
an
a
iPad?
laptop. Like, I don't.
iPad,
No.
yeah.
I actually have a Chromebook that I got from work that's not locked down that I've never used. I can see if that'll work.
All right, so before we wrap up here, we got 5 minutes out. Peeps, hop in to the hop into the Discord, but check out premium memberships. All right, this shit is gonna be the life's blood of our server moving forward. All right, we need you to check it out. Get involved. You can win something for yourself, but you're also supporting the brand. You're gonna rep the tag inside the server, get some exclusive emotes, but yeah, check that out. Please check that out. It means the world if you do. We are almost at 50 subscribers. We are at 48. We need 2 more subscribers to be at 50, which is insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
And look through the info, guys. We offer good stuff. It's a great chance for people to win stuff. It's
Oh shit! I never had
That's
this.
special.
I didn't have this thing looping the whole time. I just added the February premium giveaway. It was off the whole time.
Who's
Misfit,
on the next train slot? Tell them we're gonna be an hour late. Sorry.
Misfit, thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that.
let's go.
Check out the premium stuff inside the server, peeps, if you can. Thank you for the gifted. Jesus, thank you so much. If you sign up and subscribe to the Discord, Streamers Paradise Discord, you could win this month a Stream Deck, the 6 button. What else do we got? I'm gonna wait a second. We got a speaker system, the steering wheel, hard drive, monitor, and the Stream Deck 6 button. So you can win one of those things if you subscribe to the Discord. Exclamation point premium in the chat.
What
Ayo.
did the
Ayo.
last winner take? The chair?
Yeah, last month it was a chair. I just want the stickers.
When I win this, guys, I'm gonna buy that steering wheel, and I'm gonna play Fortnite with it. I'm gonna play Fortnite with it. I'm gonna learn it. I want that steering wheel.
What are you gonna
That
play
shit
with? You
looks
play
fire.
driving games?
No, I'm gonna play Fortnite with it, man. I'm gonna try it.
Yo,
I'm
not gonna lie.
I'm
but
gonna learn the buttons. And fuck
you
with
should
this
probably
shit.
take the fucking Western Digital. Fucking size of games now is ridiculous. I would take the Western Digital Drive.
Do some funny content with Fortnite. Now I see this streamer that actually does it, but he does it in COD, and he's like really funny with it on TikTok. He puts like music
He
and
plays
just drive around the cars.
He plays.
He get a car, just pick up everybody, try to talk to them, proximity chat, and like fuck with people. So that's the only reason.
That's funny.
Check out
It's good content.
check out the premium stuff, and if you are up for it, hit it up. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, right? We might not see Bo. We might see Bo. We might not see Bo. Maybe.
Let's see what I can do.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, bro.
We'll
We
see.
should be able to do it.
I'll figure it out.
Phone and the Chromebook will work. To be honest, you bring both.
Well, if I do it from the phone, how do I? I don't even know how to
Because
do that.
when we did it with Base Gator, he did it off this iPad for the camera, and then he did his phone for talking.
Okay.
So you could do the
Okay.
Chromebook for your camera if it has a camera, and then your phone for talking.
Yeah.
The way I'm thinking.
Well, if I could, no, because I have a Chromebook that I should be able to. It's not locked down, so I probably could download Discord on it. I'll find out. I'll fuck with it in a little bit.
Yo, what up, Mo's Music? I see you up there, man. My bad.
We'll figure it out.
We're
Let's go.
gonna start getting this raid set up, and I fucking love you guys, man. SP, I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here tonight. We gotta make some beats, bro. We gotta make some beats, mate.
Getting tired.
Yo,
Getting too old, man.
it's been real. Talk to y'all soon. Catch you
Right.
next week, peeps.
All right,
Catch
guys.
Have a
us
good one, everybody. Have a
Catch
good
you.
one.
later. Oh, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
What up? All right, good job.